Hello, my friends, and welcome to Verbajoy English, where you learn English and speak with joy. Let me ask you an important question. Have you studied English grammar for months, or even years, but still forgotten the rules when you try to speak? You know the present tense. You know the past tense. You may even understand the present perfect. But then someone asks you a simple question in English. Your mind becomes busy. Is it do or does? Is it went or have gone? Should I say is am or are? You search for the correct rule, the conversation moves forward, and your confidence disappears. If this happens to you, please listen carefully. You are not bad at English. You probably learned grammar as information, but you did not train it as a speaking skill. Today, we are going to change that. In this slow English podcast, you will learn a simple 5-step method for making grammar feel natural. You will practice useful grammar patterns for the present, past, and future. You will hear real-life examples. You will complete 3 shadowing rounds. And near the end, I will give you a short fluency test to show you how much you have learned. Do not only listen passively. Whenever I say, "Your turn," speak aloud. Your voice is an essential part of this lesson. Are you ready? Take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. First, what is grammar? Grammar is the system that helps words work together. It helps us show who does something. It helps us show when something happens. And it helps us connect ideas clearly. For example, listen to these 3 sentences. I work every day. I worked yesterday. I will work tomorrow. The main action is the same. The action is work, but the grammar changes the time, every day, yesterday, tomorrow. Grammar gives the listener a map. It tells the listener where your meaning is going. But here's the mistake many learners make. They believe grammar is a large collection of rules that must be memorized before they can speak. That is not the most effective way to build. Fluency grammar is not only a rule, grammar is also a pattern. A pattern is a structure that appears again and again. Listen to this pattern. Usually wake up at 6. I usually drink coffee in the morning. I usually check my messages after breakfast. Did you hear the repeated structure? I usually, followed by an action. You do not need a long explanation to use this pattern. You need to hear it, understand it, and connect it to your own life. Let's do that now. Repeat after me. I usually wake up at 6. I usually drink coffee in the morning. I usually practice English after work. Now it is your turn. Complete this sentence with your own idea. I usually say your sentence. Now, excellent. You have just used grammar. Naturally, you did not begin by naming the tense. You began with meaning. That is the first big idea in this lesson. Learn grammar through meaningful patterns, not isolated rules. Now let's talk about why grammar disappears when you speak. Imagine that you want to learn how to ride a bicycle. You read a book about balance. You memorize the names of the bicycle parts. You watch someone explain how to move the pedals. Do you now know how to ride? Not yet. You understand the idea, but your body has not learned the movement. To ride, you must get on the bicycle. You must move. You must lose your balance a little. You must try. Again, grammar works in a similar way. Reading a rule creates knowledge. Using the rule repeatedly creates a skill. When you speak, you do not have time to open a grammar book inside your head. The pattern must become quick and familiar. Your ears must recognize it. Your mouth must practice it, and your brain must connect it to a real meaning. This is why some learners can answer difficult grammar questions on a test, but cannot order lunch confidently in English. They trained for the test. They did not train for the moment. Today, we are training for the moment. Here is the 5-step method. The 5 steps are notice, understand, personalize, shadow, and recycle. Let's explore each step. Step 1 is notice. Before you can use a grammar pattern, you need to notice it in real English. Suppose you are learning how to talk about experiences. You hear someone say, I have visited Dubai twice. You hear another person say, I have never tried sushi. Then you hear, have you ever traveled alone? Do not rush to memorize every rule. First, notice what repeats. I have visited. I have never tried. Have you ever traveled? Your brain begins to recognize the pattern. The next time you hear it, it feels less strange. Here is a simple listening habit. When you listen to English, choose only one pattern to hunt for. Do not try to catch everything. If your focus is the past tense, listen for past actions. If your focus is questions, listen for how questions begin. If your focus is there is and there are, listen for those exact phrases. One listening session, one target. This keeps your mind calm and focused. Step 2 is understand. After you notice a pattern, ask one simple question. What does this pattern help me say? Do not begin with a complicated definition. Begin with the job of the grammar. For example, I work from home. This describes a regular fact. I am working from home. Today, this describes a temporary situation happening around now. Listen again. I work from home. That is my normal situation. I am working from home today. Today is different or temporary. The grammar changes because the meaning changes. Now repeat both sentences. I work from home. I am working from home today. Very good. Understanding does not mean learning 10 pages of rules. It means seeing the connection between form and meaning. Step 3 is personalize. This step is extremely powerful. Do not keep grammar inside somebody else's. Example, bring it into your life. Textbooks may say, Maria goes to the library on Fridays. That sentence is correct, but it may not be memorable for you. Change it. Say, I go to the gym on Fridays, or I call my family on Fridays, or I rest at home on Fridays. Personal sentences are easier to remember because they carry a picture, a feeling, or a real experience. Let's practice. I will give you a sentence frame. Complete it with true information about your life. Every morning, your turn. Yesterday, your turn. Tomorrow, I am going to, your turn. Wonderful. In less than 1 minute, you practice the present, the past, and the future. Because the ideas came from your life, they have a better chance of staying in your memory. Step 4 is shadow. Shadowing means listening to a sentence and repeating it as closely as possible. You copy the words. You copy the rhythm. You copy the stress. And you copy the pauses. Shadowing trains your ears and your mouth together. It turns a grammar pattern from something you recognize into something you can produce. We will do our first shadowing round now. In the first round, listen only. I usually start my day with a glass of water. Then I make breakfast and check my plans. Yesterday, your turn. Add one more detail. Then, your turn. Very good. Here is a common past tense mistake. Some learners say I did not went, but after did not. Use the basic verb. Say, I did not go. Listen to the pair. I went, I did not go. She saw him, she did not see him. They ate lunch, they did not eat lunch. Repeat. I went, but I did not stay. She saw him, but she did not speak to him. They ate lunch, but they did not eat dessert. Wonderful. Now let's practice future grammar. English has several ways to discuss the future. As a beginner, start with 2 useful patterns. I am going to, and I will use going to for a plan or intention. I am going to study tonight. We are going to visit our family this weekend. She is going to apply for a new job. Will for a quick decision, an offer, or a prediction. The phone is ringing. I will answer it. Your bag looks heavy. I will help you. I think the lesson will be useful. Do not worry about every possible difference today. Start with the main meaning. Going to for a plan. Will for a quick decision, offer, or prediction. Now repeat. I am going to practice English tonight. I will help you with that bag. We are going to travel next month. I think you will enjoy the journey. Now personalize the pattern. This weekend, I am going to, your turn. Next year, I think I will, your turn. Excellent. You now have useful patterns for your routines. Current actions, past experiences, and future plans. It is time for our second shadowing round. This time, you will hear a short story that moves from the past to the present and then to the future. First, listen. Last year I felt nervous when I spoke English. I knew many rules, but I could not use them quickly. Then I changed the way I practiced. Now I listen to simple English every day. I notice useful patterns and repeat them aloud. I still make mistakes, but I speak with more confidence. Next month, I am going to join an English conversation group. I know it will feel uncomfortable at first, but I will keep going. Now repeat after me. Last year, I felt nervous when I spoke English. I knew many rules, but I could not use them quickly. Then I changed the way I practiced. Now I listen to simple English every day. I notice useful patterns and repeat them aloud. I still make mistakes, but I speak with more confidence. Next month, I am going to join an English conversation group. I know it will feel uncomfortable at first, but I will keep going. Now shadow with me. Last year, I felt nervous when I spoke English. I knew many rules, but I could not use them quickly. Then I changed the way I practiced. Now I listen to simple English every day. I notice useful patterns and repeat them aloud. I still make mistakes, but I speak with more confidence. Next month, I am going to join an English conversation group. I know it will feel uncomfortable at first, but I will keep going. Well done. Did you notice how the grammar followed the timeline? Last year, past tense, now present tense. Next month, future language grammar becomes clearer when it is attached to time and meaning. Now, let's correct 5 habits that slow down grammar. Progress. Habit number 1 is studying too many grammar points at once. If you learn the present, perfect in the morning, conditionals at lunch, and passive voice at night, your mind may collect information, but build very little automatic skill. Choose one small target for several days. Depth is more useful than speed. Habit number 2 is reading examples silently. Silent reading helps recognition, speaking. Aloud builds production. Every time you study an example, say it at least 3 times. Then change one part. For example, I have lived here for 2 years. I have worked here for 2 years. I have studied English for 2 years. 1 pattern. 3 personal possibilities. Habit number 3 is translating every sentence. On translation can help you understand, but constant translation can make speaking slow. Learn useful chunks as complete units. How long have you lived here? What do you mean? I am not sure yet. It depends on the situation. I have never thought about that. When these chunks become familiar, you do not need to build them from zero. Habit number 4 is correcting yourself in the middle of every sentence. Imagine saying, yesterday, I go. No, went to the, wait, market. Constant correction breaks your rhythm and increases anxiety. During fluency practice, finish the idea first. Afterward, notice one mistake and improve it. Separate fluency time from correction time. When you are practicing fluency, keep moving. When you are studying accuracy, slow down and correct carefully. You need both, but not always at the same moment. Habit number 5 is waiting to become perfect before speaking. Perfection is not the entrance ticket to conversation. Conversation is how you improve. If your sentence communicates your meaning, it has already done an important job. Then you can make it clearer and more accurate over time. Now, as promised, it is time for your fluency test. There are 5 questions. After each question, answer aloud with one complete sentence. Do not search for a perfect answer. Use the patterns from this lesson. Question 1. What do you usually do in the morning? Answer now. Question 2. What are you doing to improve your English these days? Answer now. Question 3. What did you do yesterday evening? Answer now. Question 4. What are you going to do this weekend? Answer now. Question 5. How will English help you in the future? Answer now. Excellent work. If you answered all 5 questions, you used grammar to communicate across 3 different time frames. That is a real achievement. If some answers felt difficult, do not judge yourself. Replay the questions tomorrow. Your second answer will probably feel easier than your first. Your third answer will feel easier than your second. That is how automatic speaking develops. Before our final shadowing challenge, here is a simple 7-day grammar plan. You can use this plan with any grammar point. On day 1, notice. Listen to 5 or 10 minutes of clear English and collect 3 examples of your target pattern. On day 2, understand. Ask what the pattern helps you express. Write 1 short explanation in simple words. On day 3, personalize. Create 5 true sentences about your life. On day 4, ask and answer. Turn the pattern into 3 questions and answer them aloud. On day 5, shadow. Choose a short audio section and repeat it several times. On day 6, tell a mini story. Speak for 1 minute using the target pattern. On day 7, recycle and review. Listen to your voice recording or read your sentences again. Correct only the most important mistakes, then celebrate what has improved. 7 days. 1 grammar target, real listening, real speaking. Real progress. Now we are ready for the final shadowing challenge. This passage summarizes the most important ideas from today's lesson. First, listen to the complete passage. I do not need to master every grammar rule before I speak. I can learn 1 useful pattern at a time. First, I notice the pattern in real English. Then I connect it to a clear meaning. I make personal examples and say them aloud. I shadow short sentences to train my ears and my voice. I recycle the pattern until it feels familiar. Mistakes do not mean that I am failing. They mean that I am practicing something new. I will keep listening, speaking, and improving step by step. Now repeat after me. I do not need to master every grammar rule before I speak. I can learn 1 useful pattern at a time. First, I notice the pattern in real English. Then I connect it to a clear meaning. I make personal examples and say them aloud. I shadow short sentences to train my ears and my voice. I recycle the pattern until it feels familiar. Mistakes do not mean that I am failing. They mean that I am practicing something new. I will keep listening, speaking, and improving step by step. Now speak with me. Keep your voice calm and steady. I do not need to master every grammar rule before I speak. I can learn 1 useful pattern at a time. First, I notice the pattern in real English. Then I connect it to a clear meaning. I make personal examples and say them aloud. I shadow short sentences to train my ears and my voice. I recycle the pattern until it feels familiar. Mistakes do not mean that I am failing. They mean that I am practicing something new. I will keep listening, speaking, and improving step by step. Fantastic work, my friend. You did much more than listen today. You noticed grammar patterns. You connected grammar with meaning. You created personal sentences. You practiced the present, past, and future. You completed 3 shadowing rounds, and you answered a 5-question fluency test. Remember the 5-step method. Notice, understand, personalize, shadow, recycle. Grammar is not a wall between you and fluency. Grammar is a tool that helps you express your life. You do not need to use every tool today. Choose 1. Use it carefully, use it repeatedly, and let it become part of your voice. Here is your challenge after this episode. Write 3 sentences in the comments. 1 sentence about your normal routine. 1 sentence about something you did yesterday, and 1 sentence about your plan for tomorrow. Begin like this. Tomorrow, I am going to, then write, I am learning grammar through real English. If this lesson helped you, like the video and subscribe to Verbajoy English for more slow English podcasts, listening practice, and shadowing lessons. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep speaking, and keep going. This is Verbajoy English, where you learn English and speak with joy. I will see you in the next lesson.